I usually wait a couple of seconds just to be sure because it takes a while to everything start streaming, and also
Yeah.
don't want to leave the Twitch guys hanging. So I guess it's enough. Welcome everybody to the Codes podcast, Collaborators Online Alliance Talk Show, and this week I am so proud to present to you guys a totally different approach into gaming. Well, not at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm William Salt, here with you guys, your ordinary little host, and I got the pleasure of having here with me tonight both Ockley from, what's the name of your channel?
Short Bites. G'day.
I knew that. And Tactical Pikachu. What's the name of your channel, dude?
Of Tactical Pikachu.
Good. Simple.
Yep,
Okay.
very.
So guys, let's start here with the introductions. I'm going to start with Ockley. How about that? Ockley, can you tell us a little bit about you and your stuff?
Okay, well, I'm a small YouTuber from Australia. I've been doing it for like a year and a bit now. I'm one half of a collaborative channel with Simbus, and we do gaming comedy videos, just like most of the people here. And it's very fun.
I mean, for how long have you guys been doing that? Simbus was supposed to be here tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he couldn't.
Okay, right now I'm showing footage of your channel trailer, because it's one thing that I'm trying to do regularly for guests.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much a trailer, it's kind of like a montage of our best, well, like funny moments from our first year on YouTube.
Oh yeah, now I'm scared. I have no idea what mine is.
We got some Minecraft, we got some, let's see over here. Is this, I guess it's Overwatch as well. Good, my internet
Yeah,
is
we've been
me over here.
mainly focusing on Overwatch lately, but we do try and keep it a good variety of games on our channel.
You know what? I reckon this
Such
would be
as?
a fantastic place to teach it.
Well, we've played like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. We like to play lots of little like indie games, kind of like that. Astroneers, Hunting Bigfoot or Finding Bigfoot, whatever the hell they call it now. You know, all those kind of games.
I love your footage, dude. I'm showing that scene where you got run over. I guess it's Overwatch as well.
All right.
Yeah. It's an awesome editing. Okay,
Oh,
Tactical.
is that the
Go ahead.
bit with the "Hello, darkness, my
Yeah,
old friend"
that
or
was
something
the
like
one.
that,
That was the one.
or all around me? Yeah. Okay.
Tactical. Tell us a little bit about yourself, buddy.
I'm pretty new. I guess I'm not new to YouTubing. I had an old channel, but my channel Tactical Pikachu is pretty new, probably like 3 or 4 months old. I started out doing airsoft stuff and kind of gradually moved into gaming and let's plays due to necessity. But I do a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to be doing Destiny 2 when that comes out. I had so much fun with the beta, and I try to mix it up, but I pretty much keep going back to Siege. I have a problem with Ubisoft games. They are incredibly fun, but also incredibly broken.
Well,
So,
that's an understatement.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I do a Siege video almost every week if I can, and then I try to mix it up with some other stuff. I've done Outlast in the past. Oh, that rhymed. That was good. You know, I used to do Battlefield videos, and once I get back to airsofting, I'll throw that in there. So yeah, that sort of stuff.
For how long have you been on YouTube?
Overall, probably 2.5 years. But I went a year without working on my other channel, and then I just switched channels. So I mean, there's altogether 2.5, but altogether, but there was like a year in the middle. So
what made you change to gaming, if you don't mind me asking?
my car died in the middle of May, and I couldn't go airsofting anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I really did like I love airsofting. That's actually part of the reason why I have the name Tactical Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So with my airsoft gear and everything, I wanted some way to make it unique off of everybody else's. I already used a pretty unique camo, but you know, there was every so often one other person, so I needed one other thing that would set it apart. So I carried a Pikachu with me, and then everybody just started calling me either Pikachu or Tactical Pikachu. So.
I see the Pikachu up there.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got anything?
I wish there was a cool backstory for my name.
Well, I actually got a cool backstory for my name, but that's not important in this podcast. But
you'll have to tell me later.
Of course I will. I mean, I tell almost everybody. So
Cool.
you guys got anything that you guys want me to show? You guys anything that you want to recommend for the users, for the people that are watching us right now? Any video in specific? Both of you guys can show basically whatever.
Oh shoot.
Well, if it's not,
You
it's
go
not an
first
issue.
on that one, Pikachu.
What's that?
You go
Video.
first on that one.
Yeah, a video that you would like our users and viewers to watch. It can be an airsoft video, paintball, regular warfare. I don't really care.
I would probably go of any of them. It's probably my most recent one. Like it's got the least views I think on my channel, but it's one of my favorites I've edited since. Like I've done a ton of videos, and I've basically started this channel to learn how to edit, and that one was just a ton of fun to edit. It was so much fun to put together because it's like it's. I don't know if you guys are familiar with T.O., but he does a mishmash series, and it's kind of my spin on that. I took 3 random recordings that I had, and that weren't enough content individually, but over the course of 3 videos, it made a pretty good segment. So I'd suggest that one. I call it Clip Roadshow.
You're talking about I'm bad at video games?
Yes, that one. My intention later is to get other content creators involved in the Clip Roadshow, and basically people will submit either their funny or fail clips or epic moment clips, and then I'll showcase those as well.
Well, you got a lot of content creators
cool.
in here.
Yep. I've been asking for them. I got a couple to work with for my next one.
Nice.
Cool, dude. Awesome that COA can help you with that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know because I'm pretty ignorant regarding Overwatch, and I know that our main our main game for the night's gonna be that. So, do you got any videos on that?
Me, I don't yet because I record mostly on Xbox, and I don't have Overwatch for the Xbox right now. I plan on doing it because I love Overwatch. I love the game. It's so. I'm a first-person shooter man, and that is such a well-rounded game.
Cool.
Amen.
So, Ockley, since it's your turn right now, I'm gonna ask you to suggest something around Overwatch with Minecraft, mostly Overwatch.
Okay. Well, a video that I was going to suggest just then was 2 videos actually, but it's Minecraft. Is Puzzle Trio Part 1 and 2. We just had a lot of fun with that, and I'm really proud of the editing that I did on those 2. I think they're probably 2 of my favorite videos on our channel because they make me smile every time I watch them back. But Overwatch, recently the 6th and final episode of a little 1v1 series that me and Simbus have had going with Assassinate.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yep.
Let me just say that I would highly recommend your first Puzzle Trio video, but I'm not. I won't allow myself to show footage of it in the stream because of the title. You probably understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm showing footage of the.
I mean, we
second one
spelled
right
it differently to make sure there was no flags. But you can, sorry.
No, don't worry about that. I'm actually recommending if you're watching right now, go watch the first one. The second one is probably good, but man, anything that push people, that try to push these sort of topics. I mean, I just love it. I just love it when people try to push it a little bit too far.
Me and Simbus had a big discussion actually about that, whether or not we should do it and how we should word it, and we ended up just doing it because we thought, what's the worst that could happen? But
Yeah, you can
Anyway.
lose your channel and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing so important.
It's not that bad.
Okay, Overwatch.
Yeah, but the 1v1 series, we actually recorded that so long ago, so I'm kind of glad that it's all finally out there. I don't have to, like, because it's been taking a while for me to actually edit it all. But it's finally done, and I'm quite proud of it. And yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's good.
It's 1v.
Overwatch 1v1s with Assassinate.
Oh, you want me to show that one? Do I have to make Michael's propaganda? I don't know who Assassinite is. I mean, never heard of it in my life.
I mean, there is a video that will be coming out shortly. It's just unlisted or private at the moment, which is a kind of a compilation of just Overwatch shenanigans or random moments over the last like 2 months that I've just randomly recorded. So
who does your
that'll
editing?
be kind of just. I do my editing. Well, me and Simpus share the editing.
How long do you take for making a video?
I do. Well, it depends. Like, do you mean like as in including the time spent in between, or just all together?
Well, this one in particular.
Like, because normally it'll take me like a few weeks.
A few weeks. This one with Michael
like,
here.
But all together, it would probably that whole Overwatch series would have taken me, I don't know, like 10 hours maybe. All like if I put all of my editing sessions together.
What do you use to edit?
Premiere Pro.
Nice. You're one of mine, bro. But really, do you ever consider... I mean, I can see that you really put a lot of effort into the making of your videos, because usually I see a lot of editing on your stuff. So...
Yeah, well, I really enjoy the editing process. Like, in my real life, I actually make short films, and I've go in like little local short film competitions and things. So I kind of do a lot of editing anyway. And I just really like it. Like, editing is half the joy for me, really.
Well, editing for me is all the joy, seriously.
Yeah.
But...
I just love how something comes to life when you're editing.
Basically, yeah, you can let your creativity go.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a creative outlet, really, isn't it?
I mean, once you're trying to make one video every day, you gotta make some exceptions. You gotta let yourself go in there. Do you consider making a video every day?
I mean, I'd love to be able to make a video every day, but right now, the time, like finding enough time to even consider that is going to be almost impossible, because I've actually got a small business that I'm running at the moment, which is taking up a lot of my time. So putting out a video at least once a week is just manageable for me, and that's including doing like more work on the edits, of course. Yeah.
Does it go around? Your business probably goes around editing and filmmaking.
Yeah. Editing, graphic design, and converting VHS tapes, because there's a lot of yeah, converting them into digital, because there's a lot of like baby boomers around here in my area who have lots of VHS tapes that they want like converted, so it's kind of a niche market for me.
Cool. No, this is very, very cool. Dude, I went over your entire video. I couldn't believe that. Really, congratulations. Your stuff is really impressive. I mean, it's
Thank
really
you
good,
so much.
It's really good to see people giving so much effort into the things that they do and the things that they upload. I mean, I'm not, of course, don't take me wrong again, of course. I mean, everybody, the work of making videos every single day is already a lot of effort, but to see these sort of stuff, these sort of videos, is just, it makes me smile, dude. It really does makes me smile. So, do you have... sorry for us going so much off topic, and tactical, of course, again, sorry for making these many questions talkly, but it's just that I'm really curious did you ever consider uploading your small films in your channel?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably will in the future, but I'm not confident with them enough yet. I'm still like I definitely am an introvert, and I feel very self-conscious about that kind of thing. So I think I'll just stick to what I'm comfortable with for now.
Are you working with After Effects?
You know,
I mean, probably.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely still learning a lot. Like I learn something pretty much every day about editing and After Effects and all that. So it's I'm expanding slowly.
Dude, if you want any sort of tips and that sort of stuff, please do ask. But let's move on.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Overwatch, the game that I don't know anything about. Also, Michael's watching the podcast.
And I'm behind
so
in.
Beautiful. What?
And I'm extremely behind in. I just literally, before the podcast, I was like, I'm going to play a couple rounds as Doomfist just to see what he's all about.
Okay. I'm serious here. I know nothing about Overwatch, so if you guys could tell me a little bit about it, that would be great. You guys are free to talk in any order that you want.
All right. Tactical, you go. You speak.
Okay, so the short of the story, the short of Overwatch, how I got started, I kind of picked up on their whole advertising thing late, but once I did pick up on it, I was absolutely sold. Like, I was like, yes, a new TF2 that's way better with cooler characters. I'm down. Give me. So, and the fact that it came out on console was even better. When it came out, I didn't even have a PC that could run it. So I was like, yes, get it on the Xbox One. So I played a crap ton of it when it came out. Like, we're talking 80 hours in a month, maybe.
Wow.
And that was a lot for me because I was working half an hour away from home, that sort of thing. So I played a lot of Overwatch. It was pretty much work, Overwatch, sleep. But after that month, I kind of let go of it for a long time. I did sort of pick it back up again. And do you mind if I go into a story that has Overwatch in it, but it kind of bases around Overwatch, but
of course, go for it.
Okay, so this is a really stupid story. It's kind of stupid on my part, but the reason I got back into Overwatch was I had met this person online. I won't go into the reason, but how I met her. But basically, she has a
just a second, dude. I'm sorry for this, but it's just that we got a donation and we gotta publicly announce them. Thank you so much for Rila. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I suck at English, but thank you so much for $5.
Thanks for the $5, dude.
Yes, our first donation of the night. Go on, Tactical. Also, we got a question, but I'm gonna read the question later. So, but go ahead.
Okay.
So she has a small part of my channel. We'll just go there. So I met this person. Did the first thing that I needed done. With nothing, and then I got a little bit to know her a little bit more through the email, and then once the second project was done, she invited me to play Overwatch with her. I didn't have a whole lot of money at the time, and I scraped up enough to buy Overwatch. It was like not that long ago when they had like the regular edition for $30 or something like that. So I scraped it up and I played around. I played about 2.5 hours with her, and there were so many coincidences. Like, she lived really close. All these things. I'm not gonna lie. I was fairly interested, as I've been single forever. But I got into Overwatch and I was starting to watch videos and everything because she is like a level, I think like a 200 or something like that, and she's in the competitive and all that. So I was like, I'm gonna get good at Overwatch. She never spoke to me again. Never spoke to me again.
This is so unfair, dude.
That is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
So I was getting all into it, and then I kind of just dropped it. But I just played a little bit, and Doomfist is hilarious. He's a funny character. I love it.
I love Doomfist.
I don't know who that is, but he surely does have an awesome name. So, guys, what do you think? Do you guys want me to get into our first question, or Ockley, do you want to talk a little bit about Overwatch?
No, sure, you can get into some questions.
Okay, so we got a question from Kyle that is asking, do you guys know Raw? The WWE game? No.
Are we
Nope.
talking WWE 2K17?
Raw.
Raw. No, I have no idea.
Okay, so the question goes around if what are you guys' thoughts on Raw gameplay? But unfortunately, none of you guys know anything about it.
Looking it up.
Okay, yep.
Oh, seriously, guys? Oh, wait.
All it comes up with is segments of actual Raw.
Oh, Raw footage. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
thought he was talking about... Oh, Griffin just told me that he's talking about raw footage from gameplay. Okay. Yeah. Now that makes a little sense because when...
okay.
I'm dumb, guys. I'm really sorry. Griffin, don't punch me, by the way. And sorry, Jolly, for not understanding your question. Fine. Raw footage, raw gameplay. Pure and simple. Right. No comments or no editing and that sort of stuff. I particularly dislike it.
Wait, sorry, what's the question?
What do you think about... What are you guys' thoughts on raw gameplay?
Like just uploading raw gameplay?
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think, I mean, obviously streamers, people love to watch streamers because it's live and everything's happening then and there kind of thing. But if you upload something like that that's not live and there's no editing, I think it can definitely very easily get boring. Because there could be, like, especially if you're new to YouTube and you're not as comfortable recording yourself, then there'll definitely be like pauses and like dead air and stuff like that, which I always really dislike watching. So
that's why my videos are so heavily edited.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think even though you may not be super skilled at editing when you're first starting out, it's definitely better to give that a go rather than to upload raw gameplay, because people are going to be interested in your videos more if you've edited it and made it a little bit more interesting. That's just personal opinion though. Like, obviously there's a whole different spectrum of people who enjoy different things out there, so there might be a huge number of people who just enjoy watching raw gameplay. So I know I just contradicted myself, but
a little. But I mean, I personally got malicious answers regarding it. I mean, I'm just asking. Two of us are editors, and you guys are just asking us what we think about raw gameplay. I mean, I don't enjoy it at all. Tentacle, can you give us your thoughts?
So I don't do it myself, but I think it has its place. One of the places is Reddit. In the Rainbow Six Reddit, especially, there's people who will just upload from Xbox DVR, which doesn't have any of your it doesn't have any of you speaking in it or anything, and that's just showing off like one 30-second video of something that happened. The other place I think it has a place in is if you're not necessarily a YouTuber, but you found this like really cool spot in, we'll just go Far Cry 4, for example. Like, you found this really cool hack or glitch in Far Cry 4, and you don't necessarily want to show anybody or talk in the video, you just want to show everybody. I think it has a place there. But as far as normal people who are YouTubers, who are commentators, all this kind of stuff, to upload raw footage is kind of going against the whole idea, if you ask me.
I agree.
I think it has its place. I think, like, obviously stock footage would be just raw footage. It might have a filter over it or something, but like B-roll is another really good example of raw footage that isn't really edited besides making cuts. But as far as YouTube, where you're just uploading a game, like if you upload 45 minutes of a game and you're not talking and it's just straight 45 minutes, number one, that sounds incredibly boring. And number two, you're going to get in trouble with some copyright laws. And number three, why?
Yeah. I mean, even just cutting your video, I would already consider it editing. I mean, making the right cuts.
Right.
Yeah,
Making
for
it
sure.
the right way. So
Even doing that makes it that much better.
okay. Of course, there again. Thank you so much, Griffin. And I'm sorry again for not understanding the question. What about story games with like Telltale games regarding again raw footage?
Well, I think if the pacing of the game is good enough, like to be fluid, then I think it's okay to not do as many cuts and editing in that, because it's all about the story in that case, and it kind of needs to be paced in the same way to understand the story properly. So I think that's all right then. Yeah.
I would say probably that some of the gameplays that I make, and I really enjoy Telltale games. The Telltale games that I record are some of the ones that I edit the most, just so I can keep. Yeah, it is kind of true, especially when you have to read and you make the voice of the characters or that sort of stuff when you're going through the game.
Yeah.
For you to get it right and for you to get it interesting, it takes some practice and it takes a lot of editing.
Okay. Well, I'm not very familiar with editing like story-based gameplay, so.
Left for Cake asks, what about walkthroughs or speedruns? Against regarding rough footage. I have to remember that.
I think those do have their, like I said, have their place. There's speedrunners out there that just want to speedrun the game. They don't necessarily want to put their commentary on it. They don't want to become like YouTube famous, or they don't even want to like gain an audience. They just want to show people like they would want to show their friends. So I think that has a place where like, hey, this ended up on YouTube because it was the platform that I had to upload it to, and then they send it to their friends, and then maybe somebody else will find it. There's speedrunners like that. A lot of the what is that? The summer gaming done quick or whatever. A lot of those guys aren't necessarily YouTubers as well. They're just good at speedrunning games. Walkthroughs have their place. Like in the Telltale game series, when I make a decision, I am absolutely curious what the other decision is, and I don't necessarily want to hear what somebody's opinion on it is always. I just want to see what that other decision is. So I think just to show those specific scenes, fine. But like I said, if you're trying to be an actual YouTuber or trying to learn how to edit or trying to be a commentator or anything like this, again, why?
and I mean,
actually,
I'm sorry, Ockley, go ahead. Give us your thoughts.
I have a little story about speedrunning, actually. So Simbus created this Minecraft puzzle map to do with like a 2-player co-op style puzzle map where one person can run really fast on a specific block and one person can jump really high on a specific block. And we made that. Well, he made it, but I helped him like test it and stuff. But Captain Sparkles, you guys know Captain Sparkles?
Yeah.
Yep.
He actually played it and recorded it and put it on his channel. And everyone started, like, that's our most viewed video on our channel now. It's actually a speed run of that map. And that's like one of our only videos where we didn't speak and it was just music and us speed running the map. So I guess if it's popular enough, then it's going to get views.
True.
That's a good point.
No, yeah, true. I just wanted to be double sure because I thought Captain Sparkles was somebody else. But yeah, but it was exactly who I was thinking. I guess my thoughts around it. I just wanted to mention that even Summer Games Done Quick got its own in their YouTube videos. They got their own editing, their own way of arranging and making their videos, even though it's a speed run. And usually around walkthroughs, if I could say, I mean, for instance, let's say that we're watching a Skyrim walkthrough. Do you really want to watch if it's not a speed run, just somebody doing some specific kind of stuff, do you really want to watch certain guy going all through the way through the map and just walking to a certain specific place, or watch him dying here and there?
I feel like, well, I mean, I feel like if you were watching that on like the week Skyrim first released, I think it would definitely be a lot more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think timing
which Skyrim
and
release
popularity.
are you talking about? Like are you talking about 1 or 16 or 10
The
billion?
original, when it first came out, before anyone had ever seen anything to do with it. Because Skyrim's such a well-known game now, and
Right.
everyone's seen so much of it.
Yeah.
If someone was to do a walkthrough of it now, you'd be like, oh, I've seen this a million times. Like, it's boring.
Even Let's Plays of Skyrim now, to me, are just like, it has to be really good if I want to watch it.
Yeah. Has to be some, like, crazy modding crap on there for me to be interested.
Yeah,
That's why you watch
interesting.
MXR mods.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to Overwatch, because I don't want to lose the focus on that. Even
Yes, we've
though-
strayed a bit from Overwatch.
Yeah, we end up talking about editing here, guys. Tonight is Overwatch night in Minecraft. Are you guys excited for the new Minecraft COA server, by the way? You guys heard about it? Of course you guys heard about it.
I
I've
heard a
heard
little bit about it, yeah.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to fill us in?
There's going to be a new server.
Is it going to work?
Probably. I hope so. I mean, it wasn't a
Gosh, I hope so.
It wasn't a terrible experience, the first one. I mean, we had fun. Did you guys die? Did you? Were you a part of it, Tactical?
No, I wasn't actually.
Yeah, I remember
Not yet.
playing with Ockley. I remember Ockley beating me.
Yeah, I'm still alive. Are we ever going to kill the Ender Dragon? Or is it going to go free?
Yeah, probably the new server.
Because I really want to finish off this series that I've been putting out. Because if it's unconcluded, it's going to be really, really frustrating for me.
I'm really sorry then. I mean, I don't know. I guess we still got the map saved and all this sort of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I actually don't touch much. I don't touch that subject much. But hopefully you'll be able to finish your series, Ockley. And if you don't, I'm pretty sure they're still gonna be able to make a lot of COA Minecraft videos.
Yeah. Cool.
Seriously, you got a whole series on it?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the whole Ender Dragon thing, like, we did a few good sessions, and then it kind of, we were about to, like, go and fight the Ender Dragon, and then the server died.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, we're so close, like, we can't stop now, you know, like.
What happened after Michael died?
It basically, are we allowed to swear?
Of course.
It basically just went to shit.
Oh, good. This is very good to know. Oh, there we go. We got a Overwatch question here from Squidgeneer.
Yay.
Ask Will if he believes, don't ask me because I don't know the Overwatch characters, I'm asking the guests, if believes Doomfist is a good counter to Widow Hanzo's Hanzo's, which is just calm down, guys. Griffin sending me a lot of messages with his reduction of fight ability, reduction of flight ability, reducing his mobility. Or is he just purely a death ball buster? You guys want me to ask again? Or do you understand that? Because I have no idea what I just said.
Okay, so I haven't played much of Doomfist yet, but I've played him enough to know that if you're in like a close quarters situation, I think he's definitely good against Widow and Hanzo, because unless they've got super good aim, they're not going to be able to hit you, and you can just basically just pummel them into the ground. But if you're in a long range situation, it's kind of outdoorsy. I think that'll definitely have the advantage.
I kind of wonder why you would be playing Doomfist in an outdoor, non kind of close quarters combat anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Because he performs best indoors against walls. Because with his main attack, his Doom Fist, when he actually hits someone into a wall, it does a lot more damage.
Oh no, Discord is breaking on us. Oh no.
There goes Discord.
Ockley.
Sorry, did I just robotic?
Yeah,
Yep.
For a little. You're back.
Sorry.
But yeah, Squid, what a dumb question. Of course, Doomfist. What's Doomfist? What was your guys' conclusion again? Squid, you suck. No, you don't. I love you.
From the very, very little that I played him, I can honestly say I don't know his place. He fills a role as like is he like, would you say he's the first melee based character?
He's definitely the first melee DPS.
Right. So you have to get really close to people, and when you're going against somebody like May or Roadhog, you're just going to get destroyed. And if you ask me honestly, I don't see what Doomfist does that Roadhog wasn't already doing. I kind of understand that everybody's been looking for this character, and I'm not saying that they just threw him in there because everybody was looking for it, but I think that he needs a little work before he's completely viable.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, McCree is definitely a big counter for him because McCree can just instantly take away all his mobility, which is really the only thing that he's got going for him, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So I feel like
for sure,
because they nerfed his mobility, even though he was super OP, he's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of just a not like a super amazing character. He's just kind of a normal character, like, which I guess he should be, really. He's not like meant to be some amazing character. He's just another character that they've added to the game. That's how I like to see it, anyway.
Yeah, I kind of expected, so like Doomfist had been a thing, like they'd been wanting to add forever. You know, the fans wanted it.
Robot.
You're roboting. Yep. Beep bop beep and a beep bop.
Damn it.
But you know, everybody wanted this character, and I guess I kind of expected him to fit into the tank category. And I honestly would say that the tanks have been a little stagnant for a while.
I'm gonna take this next one as a question, even though it isn't. So Lean said that I think Roadhog is pretty good as a counter if Doomfist gets hooked. And it's a statement, but I don't care. What you guys think about it?
Robot.
Robot. Tactical?
I think like Ockley said, you take away his mobility, you take away everything, and when he is shut completely down by Roadhog's hook. So to explain it to you, Roadhog has a hook, and when he grabs you with it, he stops you in your tracks, pulls you as close to him as possible, and then he has a very short range shotgun that he can one shot weak characters with. You take away his mobility, and he's at your Doomfist is at your mercy as a Roadhog. So I think, yeah, Roadhog's a great counter, but I mean, who isn't Roadhog a great counter to?
Yeah, well, my say about this is that I think that Sombra gives Doomfist a hard time. All his damage output is abilities anyway. Thanks, Squid. That was another statement from the Twitter. The Twitch. You know what? We should have we should also try to get questions from Twitter in the future when we start having more viewers. Where are you guys? Okay.
Hello.
Ockley, you're roboting again. Yeah, a little.
It sounds vaguely like Cheppy.
Yeah, it still's kind of bad. Okay, noob question, even though that I basically know the answer, but what do you guys think it's the best Overwatch character? And I know that there isn't one, but let's say, like, what's the most OP character and that sort of stuff?
Ooh.
Great answer, guys. Great answer.
I think Oakley thinks Bastion.
Who's Bastion?
Because robot.
Oh. Funny. You guys understand? You guys understand that? It was a joke. It was an Overwatch joke.
Yes.
Ockley.
Oh no.
Oh no. We're gonna lose Ockley.
He's gone.
He is? Oh no.
There he is.
Oh, this was almost the first time that we lost a guest. Ockley, are you there? Are you okay, my friend?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hello. No, copyright. Copyright. Okay. Since we're in the subject, you know what would also be great? Guys, you guys can send questions in anything chat, in any chat, and anywhere. Just hit us. I can see it right here and right now that we got 345 online users in Collaborators Online Alliance in this second, and you guys are not here. Fine. Moving on.
Get in here, guys.
Get in here, guys. Come on, give us more questions. So, since Ockley is AFK for the moment, let's see. Then, if not the best, I got another question over here. I mean, I got it from my little list. If not the best, then the worst Overwatch character. How about that?
So this comes from my pure newbiness to PC. I'm not a native PC player. I've been a console player pretty much since I was 8. So I am not good at snipers. So McCree, I'm not very good at. Hanzo, Widowmaker, all those, like any that require intense aim, I'm absolutely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the only reason why you think they're bad?
That's the only reason why I think they're bad. I think as characters, they're fine. If I was to go with a worst character, it's so hard because, like I said, it is a well-rounded game. I think besides Doomfist, all the characters have at least a place. It may not be like, you know, like the most used place. Like, you know, you may not use Sombra on every single map, but she has a place on certain maps. You know, you may not use, I think it's, no, it's not Zenyatta. That's the healer. I'm talking the tank that has the grenade launcher. I'm sorry, my names are all over the place.
Don't worry about it.
Zarya, that's it. You know, Zarya, she may not always have a place, but my Echo Dot just answered to that.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
But yeah, I think each character has a place. Maybe not the best place. You know, it's the same with Siege. Each character has a place.
What do you think about users or players that use controllers on PCs while playing Overwatch?
I mean, I think it's viable. I think, yeah, go for it. If that's what you're used to, go for it. But if you're going to be playing PC and you think you're going to be playing PC natively, like I'm kind of jumping between PC and Xbox. If you're going to be playing PC natively, just take the jump. You're going to take a hit. You're going to take a skill hit. You may be good at video games, but you may have issues playing with control or I'm sorry, keyboard. But just go for it. Just jump right in. Like I said, I can't just jump right in right now. I'm in between Xbox and PC. So, but for anybody who's jumping into PC, do it. Go.
Well, just so I understand, okay? Overwatch is a first-person shooter, isn't it?
Correct.
How can one play a first-person shooter with controllers?
The same way I play Rainbow Six Siege with a controller. It hurts, but it works.
I don't see how it can work, dude. I really don't. I mean, in my personal opinion, whoever that would use a controller to play Overwatch in specific, it's a fucking retard. I mean, like, man, what are you doing with your life? I mean, you shouldn't be playing games. You shouldn't be wasting your time with that sort of stuff. I would say that if, for instance, if you're a YouTuber, let's say that you're a growing YouTuber, they have a couple of thousand subscribers, and you play Overwatch with a controller, dude, go and delete your channel right now, dude. Especially if you're really close to 3,000 subscribers. I mean, get on your computer right now and click that delete button. Do it. Why are you not doing it? I can see you over there. Do it now.
I personally, when I play on PC, I play with a mouse and keyboard. Because I want to get used to it. I want to be able to do it. And Overwatch is a great game to jump into. If you're just getting into first-person shooters with mouse and keyboard, I would tell you to play one of two games: play Overwatch or play Counter-Strike Go.
Counter-Strike's
those are
good.
they're very simple games to get into. There's not a lot of buttons. They try to put as much as possible on your mouse on I should say a 6-button mouse, not a 4-button mouse. What are you doing? Get a 6-button mouse. They're not that expensive anymore. But yeah, they try to.
Button mouse.
What?
I have a 4-button mouse. I don't play those games, but dude.
I mean, if you're playing like a ton of, because okay, so in Overwatch, the back button on my mouse is the melee instead of, I think it's V on the keyboard or something similar to that. So much simpler to hit back button. Like when I use, okay, so I shouldn't say that I never played PC games before. I used to play them somewhat, but when I used to play them, we had a really crappy mouse. It actually, we're talking like 2010, 2011. It still had the ball in the mouse, like the one in the middle that you could take out, and you had to clean it every so often because it had cat hair in there. Yeah,
dude, I'm feeling dude.
Yeah. No, I grew up. I may not be super old, but I grew up with old tech. I started on a Super Nintendo, and then I actually downgraded to an original Nintendo. And then the first console I ever bought was a PS1, and that was in 2008. So I got it at a garage sale for like $5.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, jump to the keyboard and start with easy first-person shooters, Overwatch, Counter-Strike Go, and then move on to better ones like Rainbow Six. I'm obsessed with that game. I'm sorry. I keep going back to it.
It's okay. I like Rainbow Six myself. I think it's interesting that nowadays we're getting new competitive first-person shooters, so people don't focus so much on Call of Duty or Battle or whatever, or that sort of stuff that people still play. I mean, it's good to see the Rainbow Six.
The farther we get from Call of Duty.
Yeah, the farther we get from Call of Duty, the better. I mean, Activision, you just ruined my life. You ruined Crash Bandicoot, you dicks. Hate you guys.
I still haven't played that. I don't have a PS4.
It's so good. The new one, I mean, you still can feel the Activision, cancer in some parts. But it's still the original games, the original Naughty Dog games. So it's pretty fun to play.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally get it. I was never a Crash person as a kid. In fact, this may be blasphemy. But as a small child, we're talking 8 to 10, somewhere in there. I did not like Crash Bandicoot because I liked Spyro so much. I thought that Crash was taking the spot for Spyro.
Well, here's the thing: the actual 2 Sony mascots for the PS1 were Crash and not Spyro. I mean, Parappa the Rapper was above Spyro in the Japanese game consoles of the PS1. Doesn't make quite sense the thing that I just said, but the 2 main mascots for the Sony PS1 were Parappa and Crash. I mean, Spyro wasn't even in that Sony Battle Royale that I don't remember the name, but he wasn't even in there.
No, yeah. I don't think so. So after PS2, I kind of lost Sony. I don't have a PS3 and I don't have a PS4. But I don't think he was in Crash Royale. I think part of that was after it was Enter the Dragonfly, I think, went to GameCube and PlayStation, and I think after that they just went to all the consoles, and that's when the series really took a downward turn. But I think they probably left him out because he was no longer a PlayStation exclusive.
I do believe so. I mean, I played Spyro a lot myself when I was younger. I mean, I used to really enjoy the game. But
Year of the Dragon is one of the only games I 100%ed.
Oh, dude, that game was awesome.
It was great.
I mean, when does it stop? What was the last Spyro game?
You're gonna laugh. Skylanders.
Was it?
Yep. Activision, I guess, bought Activision does Skylanders, I believe, correct?
I didn't remember that. Did Activision ruin Spyro as well? I didn't know that.
I think they did. They had this series of games where they were trying to take Spyro in more of a darker sense, but the story was garbage. The gameplay was okay. It wasn't like absolutely awful. He had these like really cool like dark powers that he could use instead of like, you know, the original games were very light, very kid friendly and all this. He had these more dark based powers, but the story was garbage. Like I'd put it as garbage as Sonic 2006.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude, blasphemy.
Yeah, I throw it under the bus. It was not like as from the standpoint of a 12-year-old who just bought a PS2 game, and I'm like, this is Spyro. I'm gonna be so happy because I loved it so much on my PS1, and then to have that thrown at my face when all I cared about was story and I didn't care so much about gameplay. I was devastated.
Dude, I mean, I believe I did have the same feeling while playing the Activision versions of Crash Bandicoot. Or while playing Sonic 2006, because I guess it was more when I was a kid. I guess today I'm more like a Crash kind of person, but back when I was a kid, I used to love Sonic, and I used to play it all the time. Gotta go fast and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was cool, and I mean, I guess after the 2006 Sonic, they released, I guess, that night version that was terrible, but it was what, Unleashed, which a lot of people really didn't enjoy. But the day missions, the day stages of Unleashed were just so amazing, dude.
So I did not have any Sega consoles. I was not familiar with Sonic until Unleashed. I played it at a friend's house.
It was really good.
I liked Unleashed. I actually like. I understand it gets a ton of hate. I didn't hate it. It was okay. It wasn't like my favorite game, but that's because I was just starting to play Halo at that point, and I was completely delved into that. But like, yeah, no, I didn't hate it.
It was pretty good. I mean, all the day stages, they were pretty good. Dude.
Yeah, I didn't mind the night stages either.
I did a lot. It was so slow. It was so slow. Yeah, that's where I get my hate from Sonic a little bit. And that's why I kind of became a Crash person. And kind of became back a Sonic person back in 2012, I guess, when they released it, Sonic Generations. But then again, I came back to Crash when they release it right now. But we are, unfortunately, Ockley disappeared, and I don't think that he's going to be joining us for the rest of the podcast. So I'm going to have to make I'm going to have to make the standard COA Collaborators online questions to yourself. And
I'm back.
Whoa!
Hey!
Okay, right on time. Good.
So sorry about that.
No, don't be. It happens. It happens. It's okay.
There's been like storms and stuff around, so my internet has been dying on and off recently. So
giant spiders.
Unfortunate that it happened just then.
What was it? The giant spiders. The one
probably was, you know.
Oh my
Are we
God,
playing
dude.
Earth Defense Forces?
Dude, they're the types of
You guys know
dogs,
about that
aren't
game?
they? No, I don't know what that game is. Dude, Tadako, did you know that there are actually spiders that are the size of dogs and that they fly and that they eat human flesh that lives in Australia?
I didn't know about
man.
that. I heard they eat. There's a thing called the Goliath spider, which I think is the largest spider on Earth, and it eats like squirrels. And it like the reason they say that it eats humans is because it can mistake your foot as like a rodent or something, and so it will like munch on your foot. At least that's what I've heard. I could be completely wrong.
Oh my God, dude. No, not really. Yeah, we talked about Sonic, Crash, all that sort of stuff. I mean, oh my God, dude. I just love Australia so much. I mean, I actually do. I would love to go there. Okay, I need to make the standard COA questions for you guys regarding favorite and worst games that you guys play or had experiences around. Let's start with my least favorite question.
Okay.
Least favorite question, your best game.
My favorite game at the moment
No.
would definitely be
overall.
Overwatch.
Yeah, overall.
Or overall,
Yeah.
ever.
Ever.
Oh. I'm gonna have to say Minecraft then, because I'll never get sick of Minecraft.
I respect that. I respect Minecraft.
It's tough. I so want to say Rainbow Six Siege, but I get so obsessed with a game, and then I'll just leave it to the wayside.
It will be kind of
Yeah.
iconic. Yeah.
Shoot.
Like right now, I love Overwatch more than Minecraft, but I know that that's not gonna last forever.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go Halo series, but if I had to pick one, probably Halo 2, because I played so much of it. It was my introduction into M games. I wasn't allowed to play them as a kid, and so
Yeah.
I actually snuck them from my friend's house to our original Xbox, which I owned in 2000. I want to say 14, maybe 2013, something like that. Like I didn't have modern consoles until the most recent, like maybe 4 or 5 years. So it's been. I had an original Xbox. I snuck Halo 2 from my friend's house, and that's how I got started with M games.
Awesome.
Cool.
I mean, don't do that. Don't do that. You.
No,
you don't
absolutely
do that.
not.
Absolutely
No.
not.
We're not condoning anything.
Yeah. But awesome story again. Worst game ever. Throw some trash, dudes.
Oh gosh, that is hard.
Let's see if it goes around the standards.
I'll probably think of one and then think of one later that's worse.
Tactical?
I was sort of thinking about this. I have to say The Division, and the reason is I played 120 hours of The Division, and usually if a game does not, if I don't enjoy a game in 4 hours, I'll dump it. I will give a game 4 hours, but I played 120 hours of The Division, and I still can't decide if I liked it or not. The gameplay mechanics were okay. You know, everything seemed to work fine. I mean, as well as a Ubisoft game can work. But I still can't decide if I liked it or not. And I feel like if I have to put 120 hours into a game just to think if I like it or not,
it's the worst game experience that you ever have.
Right. I felt like I wasted my time. I was doing like there's a mission where you have to go get somebody, I can't remember her name, but there's like a bulletproof vest that she had that had very specific stats to it that you couldn't get elsewise. And I was playing it for the 50th time, and I was like, what am I doing with my time? I could be playing Siege or literally anything else. And so I've never played the game since.
But it's weird for you to call Rainbow your favorite game,
and then absolutely hate The Division.
Yeah, I mean, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I can see why. Ockley. No, yeah, go ahead. If you got anything else to say.
No, nope. Continue.
Well, I feel like there's a fine line between games that are actually really bad and then games that are really bad, but you like playing them because they're really bad. You know what I mean?
Rogue Warrior.
Like Roblox.
Ooh,
like,
don't do that. Oh, I see.
I mean, it's
on my childhood.
It is an awful game, but it's also a really lovable game because it's, you know, it's just stupid and it doesn't take itself seriously.
Let's stick it to the lovable part. Oh my god, we already got 12-year-olds invading the. Oh my god, COA is being taken over. Guys, don't.
I've just triggered so many people, haven't I?
I spent so much time in Roblox as a middle schooler. Like, I was so.
Okay, but I'm gonna say. The worst game.
I'm gonna stop you right there because we got another donation. And maybe it was because of the Roblox hate. I'm not really sure. But thanks, Righteous Lemmer, for a $25 donation. Guys, do you really believe that? Yeah. Overall,
is that USD?
What?
Is that USD?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, USD dollars. Yeah.
That's like almost $40 for me.
Shoot.
That's like over $30.
Yeah, I mean, were you here when we got like $120 in donations?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
this
pretty
podcast. Yeah, this podcast is actually is actually doing good, dude. Okay.
Cool.
This is lit.
Now.
Okay. Worst game. Daisy.
What game is that?
It's like a armor. It's an armor mod, like an armor zombie mod. You know the game Armor or Armor 2, maybe I think.
I think it's an
Yeah.
Armor 2 mod, yeah.
Yeah, but they made it like a standalone game, and it is still awful.
Oh, Daisy. Daisy.
Have you seen the empties?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. There's
What was
gonna be
that?
Some footage
The
of
empties.
Pikachu.
When
what?
when somebody leaves, I don't know if they still have this, but
Mm.
when it first came out, when someone would leave a server, it would leave an empty character model of theirs standing straight, like really stiff, but it would be
Like Slenderman?
bleeding. Yeah, kind of like Slenderman, but it would just be constantly bleeding, and it would actually stare at you as you walked past.
Oh, that is terrifying.
Look it up; it's awful.
Jeez.
So, like, is this game? Is this mod goes? I don't know. Like, what is this deal anyway? They're like zombies or this sort of stuff.
It was supposed to be like a zombie survival game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm seeing footage of it. It just look weird. I mean, Armor
It's
looks
super buggy.
Armor
And it just does not play well.
you want a buggy game and you give Ubisoft crap. Play Arma.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't like
Yeah.
buggy games at all.
No, it's really
Not
bad.
like Assassin's Creed Unity, which was completely bug free.
Yes.
Yeah, best game ever. 10 out of 10. Love it so much.
Yeah.
Gentlemen!
You should read some of the Steam reviews for that. They're hilarious.
I will.
Have you guys seen the Amazon thing for the 5-pound sugar-free?
You got cut off
No.
there.
Have you guys seen the reviews for the 5-pound Amazon sugar-free gummy bears? Go to Amazon and look up 5-pound sugar-free gummy bears, and the reviews are ridiculous.
Cool. Awesome.
It's fantastic.
With that, is there a YouTube video on that?
There probably is. I honestly don't know. I got it from Facebook, so.
Okay, so what was the name of it again? Sugar free.
If you go to Amazon.com, type in 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears or something of that sort, and it will probably be the first thing that pops up.
Oh, 5-pound gummy bears. Okay.
It has thousands of reviews.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I'm not gonna show footage of that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god, dude. What
Yep.
the?
Yep. It's one of my favorite internet things. I need to make a video of just my favorite internet things.
Okay. 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 With that beautiful footage that I'm just easily stealing from somebody else's YouTube video of somebody trying to eat a 5-pound gummy bear. Thanks so much for whoever is giving me that footage.
Gosh.
I'm gonna finish this week's COA Codes podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Thanks, Statical. Thanks, Ockley. Please say your goodbyes, guys.
My pleasure.
Hey, catch
Thanks
y'all
for
later.
having me.
Yeah, Griffin realized if we're finishing the podcast, set up the music. Guys, it was such a pleasure having you all here with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, never play Overwatch with a controller and delete your YouTube channel if you're doing so.
Yeah, Assassinate.
See you guys next week.